Can you browse through the story? Yeah, we will go into detail with it. You came last time? Yes. How many of them in this class last time? Full. Yeah. But why are they so late today? I just want to start, but when we started, they will not be able to follow our discussion. If you don't mind, just 1 or 2 more minutes before we start. It's very cold. Wow. 18, 19. Okay, yeah, actually, I should have started, but since I don't know why all people are late. Let's just start. Thank you so much. Okay, dear friends, this lesson we want to touch upon the concept of life in Islam. But first of all, we will introduce the story of the first man on earth. And then before we proceed on to the topic, the concept of life on earth, in Islam. Before, when we introduce about what the Quran talk about this first man Adam, many people would feel puzzled. Why? The Quran also mentioned Adam because the Bible also mentioned about the story of Adam. So, are they coming from the same source? Is the Quran copying from the Bible? These are many of the questions in their mind. So, today, maybe we would just try to go over the two versions so that maybe we have a better idea about what is the concept of Adam in the Bible and then also in the Quran. And in your hand is a few chapters from the first book of the Bible, Genesis. And it will talk about, we were taking this out from the New International Version of the Bible. And the first chapter, it talks about Okay, so first of all, in the second chapter of Genesis, it talks about God created the first man from dust, and then after that, God placed Adam, the first man, in a garden called Eden. And it talks about different things, but among them, there are two very important trees that they mention. One is called the tree of life. The other is tree of knowledge of good and evil. Right? And then, after that, God asked Adam, you can eat anywhere from this garden, but don't eat from the tree of what? The tree of knowledge. Why? What is the reason that God gave Adam not to eat? Not only that, the day you eat, that day you will die, right? Means that it is very specific. It is not in general that, oh, if you eat it, you will die in the future. No. The day you eat it, you will die. This is the reason that God gave the instruction to Adam not to eat from the tree of knowledge. And then God made God gave Adam a wife and created from his rib. And at that time, both of them were naked without clothes. And they don't feel shy. And so they were very innocent and they gathered. And then the snake, the serpent, talked to the woman. He said, did God really say that you must not eat from the tree? The woman said, oh. The woman said to the serpent, we may eat the fruit from any tree in the garden, but God said, not from the tree of knowledge, because, and we cannot even touch it, otherwise we will die. And then the serpent said, foolish girl, it may not be true. God just do not want you to eat from it, because after you ate it, what will happen? Your eyes will open and you can see the right and wrong, true and false. For God knows that when you eat it, your eyes will be opened and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. Is it good or bad to want to know good and evil, right and wrong?
It's not bad.
Not bad, isn't it? If you ask a child, do you want to know the truth? Good and evil? Of course, yes. That is the concept of education, right? But if that's the case, Therefore the woman said, yeah, it looks good. It's quite beautiful. And if after eating it, you can gain wisdom, why not? So she take one and ate it. Not only that, she took another one, gave to her husband, and both of them ate. Okay? Both of them ate. What happened to them? Their eyes open. They really feel that, oh, we don't have clothes, we are naked. They feel shy. So what they do? They find from their fig tree, get their leaves, and make a skirt out of it to hide their private parts. Okay. It seems that God is walking on the garden, the footstep, and Adam and Eve seems to heard the footstep, and then they hide from God. So, why they hide from God? And what did God say? The God said, "Where are you?" When they hide, when they hide from the God asked them, "Where are you? Where are you hiding?" It seems that God is like me. When you hide under the drawer or whatsoever, He will not know. Then Adam said, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hide." Means that I feel shy because you're coming. I heard you're coming, and I have no clothes, so it's too embarrassing. Therefore, I don't want to see you, or you don't want you to see me. And God said, "Hey, who told you that you are naked? You should not know this. You were innocent, right? Have you taken from the tree that I have asked you not to take from?" What did Adam reply? Suppose if God asked you, if you are Adam, what will you reply? You have eaten already, right? So, did you eat or not? Do you eat or not? You either say, "Yes, I have eaten it," or say, "No, no, no," you deny, right? But what did Adam say? Blame the woman. He not only said the woman, but said, "The woman that you give me. This woman I did not take from the street. It is the one that you gave me." Means that he want to pull God into the troubled water too. Means that not only I'm responsible, the woman is responsible, God, you are responsible too for this mistake. And when God asked the woman, there was, "Oh, it's the serpent the snake who tell me to eat it." Therefore, every one of them, they want to push the responsibility onto the other people. Therefore, God says He will punish them. You know? So, God said, "The serpent, you have tempted Eve, so you have to crawl with your belly on the earth as a kind of punishment," right? And then in the future, your offspring will be the enemy of the woman, and so on and so forth. Therefore, this is what God said to them. And then to the woman say that, "I will increase your pain in childbearing." You see? Just because of Eve, Hawa, who make the mistake, all the women have to suffer. And that is why when they give birth to the children, they have to suffer so much. Huh? Unfortunately. this is bad luck for all the women, right? And also the women have to be ruled over by the husband. And then, for men is concerned, God said, you see, you listen to the woman, and you ate from the tree that I have forbidden you to. So you have to work hard, and you have a lot of sweat on your brow, means that you have to work very hard in order to gain a life, to get food to eat. So we men have to suffer. You're running from Hong Kong to China to gain money for your family, right? Because of Adam. Otherwise, you should enjoy life here. Right?
So the food will come from the road.
But this is not the end. Look at it. This is very important. Because these come from the mouth of the Lord. The Lord God said, the man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat, and will live forever. Now, what did God ask them not to eat from the tree? The tree of knowledge of good and evil, right? What is the reason that God gave? Don't eat it. The day you eat it, you will die, right? But the snake said, no, silly woman. Actually, God do not want you to eat it because after you eat, you will, like him who know the right and wrong, good and evil, and you will not die, right? Now, from the mouth of the Lord, it be confirmed, it seems it be confirmed what the snake have spoken, right? Oh, this man, they have eaten from the tree. Now they know the true, right, good and evil, like what we do. If he eat from the tree of life, they will live forever. So there will be anything. Therefore, he is not happy with the situation. Therefore, what he decided. So he drive them out from the garden. And then he also, in the eastern side of the garden, he placed some angels to guard it, and also a flaming sword, so that make sure that they cannot come back and eat from the tree of life. Now, this is what the God who we confirm from his mouth. Right? Let us see. This is a very short, brief story about the situation. So, there were mentioned 2 trees. Can you remember what tree is it?
Tree of life.
Life, knowledge of good and evil. Very good. And what reason did God gave? They will eat. If they eat from that tree of knowledge, they will die. The day they eat, and they will die. What did the serpent give them? They say that, oh, if you eat, you will know good and evil like God, and you will not die. So, did they die? Huh? No. Sure. If they die, then God need not kick them out. Right? Means that what the serpent has said comes true. So, can you reflect? Who tell the truth and who tell lie? Go and go. Huh? The serpent tell the truth. Who tell the lie?
Go.
Huh? God tell lie? But who was punished? The serpent was punished. The snake that tell the truth was being punished. And God who tell lie punished the other people. Why? If we tell a story to our children, usually say that we have a lesson to learn from it, right? can you draw a conclusion? What is the lesson you can draw from this story? Huh? It's a test of your imagination or correlation.
Maybe they spiritually died. Maybe they died. Did he mean physically die, or did he mean like you're no longer friends with me or something? Could it be like that? I don't know.
But he didn't mention like this, right?
No,
He just said that the day you eat it, you will die. But the serpent said you will not die, but you will know the truth, right? So we do not know whether what kind of spiritual death is that it can be. But then they are on the surface. It seems that God did not tell the truth, and He can punish other people. What other lesson can be drawn from this short story?
It's a conflicting story, isn't it, Mike?
Huh? Pardon?
It's a conflicting story, so
Why is it conflicting? Which conflict with which?
Maybe God changed his mind. He just couldn't do it in the end. He loved them too much, and he couldn't kill them. So instead of that, a softer option, kick them out.
The Bible says God doesn't change his mind. It's mentioned in the Bible.
Okay.
But Adam used to, what do you call him? Abraham said, if there's 45, if there's 40 just men in Sodom, and God kept changing his mind.
Okay, let us come back to Genesis 2 and 3 and see what conclusion we can draw.
Too much love in God. Eh?
Huh?
God's just got so much love, he couldn't do it. He couldn't kill them, because he just made them after all. Why would he kill them?
Okay, but if God loves them so much, why don't He share the fruit of life to them, so that the Adam and Eve will live forever?
Because that's God's business, not human's business. To know all those things. It's not our
Okay,
business.
yes, okay, right. Can we say that? Because God had power, and the snake do not have. Therefore, even the snake tell the truth, he has to be punished, just because he don't have power. And God, being most powerful, He can do what He likes. Can we say that?
Yes.
Yes.
If we can say that, what lesson can we draw for our children? Do we tell the children that? So, in front of the authority, you should shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Don't be too brave to stand up
Don't
and
say,
advance the truth.
mainly don't come out with truth.
I don't think that we will accept such kind of concept, right?
Yes.
But it seems on the surface, this is a kind of ambiguous situation that we come with. Anyhow, for the time being, let us leave this story. And then, but because of this story, on one hand, in Christianity, many of the people think, you see, the woman, you see, before she ate from the tree, Adam and Eve were innocent because they were naked and they don't feel ashamed, right? But when Eve has eaten from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, so she is no more innocent, right? So she should know what is right, what is wrong. Therefore, she should know that she has committed a mistake which God ordered them not to do, and she disobeyed God, right? But still, after she ate the first, she get the second and give to the husband and eat it. Therefore, you see how shameful she is.
She
You can know?
She tempted her husband also.
You can say that, right? That is many of the.
But that's his fault. That's his fault for eating it. You can't blame her for everything. She didn't force it into his mouth. He allowed her.
But she gave him to eat, right?
She offered.
She offered, right?
But he
Okay.
was a weak man. He was a weak man, eh?
Yeah. But this is what the early Christianity, those kind of writers say, woman was represented as the door of hell, mother of human ills, and ashamed at the thought of being a woman. She should be ashamed of her dress because it's a memorial of her fall. Because if you do not eat from the tree, all of us need not take clothes in 2 days. How troublesome it is. Right? And so on and so forth. And I think I'll distribute this to you so that you may go over this. And this is based on the story of Adam in Genesis 2 and 3. Let us go to another version. After Jesus passed away, about 500 years plus, then there was born a man in the desert, who is called Muhammad, and at the age of 40, he started to receive revelation. And then, in 23 years' time, he got all the revelation. And it was after him, it was compiled into a book, and it's called the Quran that we are talking about. Now, if you compare the Bible in the format with that of the Quran, you will find that the Quran do not like Genesis, who tell the story from day 1 to and so on, according to the time sequence. The Quran mainly is an oration to man, asking man, reminding him what to do during his lifetime. But from time to time, when he talk about this kind of injunction, this kind of what you need not do, you should not do this, you do not do that, and so on and so forth, then it gives some examples. It's also an example from the past, some story from the early prophets, etc. So you will find that the Quran mentioned about Adam here and there. It jumped here and there. And therefore, if you really want to know what exactly have been told in the Quran, then you have to do some homework in order to put them together. And I've done it for you. I have collected some of them, and which is printed out here, according to what I have printed out. And let us go over them and then see whether it is similar to the Bible or not. Okay? Here in Quran chapter 2 verses 30, it's just recall the time when your Lord said to the angels, I am going to appoint a vicegerent on earth, a representative on earth. And they humbly inquired, are you going to appoint such a one as will cause disorder and shed blood on earth? We are already engaged in harming your place, and so on and so forth. It seems at that time, God hasn't created man yet. And he said that, I will place on earth my representative. He have his plan being informed. He informed the angels. He informed the angels about his plan, his future plan of creating man. And we do not know why suddenly the angels know that they complain. They say that we are serving you so well. Why you create such kind of man who caused disorder and shed blood? Unfortunately, in the history of man, we never stop shedding blood and wars. But the problem is, at that time, man was not created. How come the angels know about this? Anyhow, let us see. But what is the answer? What is the response from God? God said, I know what you do not know. What does it mean? It is it good or bad? What God knows about man? Good or bad?
Good.
Why?
Because he thinks of the best future. It is not the bad side of the man. He thinks that there is a good side of human.
Yeah, because the angels emphasize the best side of it, of man, right? They say that, hey, these people do this and that.
Yes,
Why you create it?
Yes.
Stop. No, don't do that. God said, you know, you do not know the other side of the story, right? They have some good potential which you are ignorant. Therefore, I know what you do not know. Therefore, God still created man.